getting paid as a musician. That's such a complicated topic, but there's one aspect of it that I want to just mention quickly today. And a lot of times you see musicians kind of complaining about the places that they're playing, not paying them enough. And I feel like that's a very understandable idea. But also, sometimes it's not that cut and dry. And I feel like, I did a video earlier about how artists like to talk to artists and business people like to talk to business people. And I feel like sometimes maybe it's not that the venue is against you and all these things. Maybe it's just that financially it just doesn't make sense, right? And you have to just kind of balance those out and figure out like what opportunities make sense for you, which don't. Because for venues and places that have music, like they have to pay their staff, they have their overhead and things like that. And depending on what the situation is, if it's a situation where they're generating so much revenue based off of you being there and you're providing the service, yes, that's one talk. But if it's like a place where you are selling tickets or things like that, or a place where they're also relying on you to help bring business in, if you're not bringing that business in, then just in sheer numbers, it's not even worth it for them either. And that's a very unpopular opinion. But sometimes people say, hey man, this place is only paying me $300 for my band. And that's just a slap in the face and blah, blah, blah. And then in certain situations, I'll ask them, well, are you bringing them $300 worth of business? And that's something that nobody wants to really talk about. But, and like I said, there are exceptions to this, like, corporate events or, certain situations where like the place is making ridiculous amounts of money. Sure. But then there's other times where the places are not making ridiculous amount of money and it's really a partnership between the artist and the venue. And in those cases are the ones I'm talking about. In those cases, are you bringing them X amount of dollars to even start with before you can even negotiate saying that you want more money and that they don't pay you enough? How much are you actually helping? And that's a very unpopular opinion, but that's just my opinion. And we can talk more on the money stuff later, but this is one aspect of it because I see a lot of musicians complaining about it, about the gigs, how they don't pay, and all these things like that. Yeah, I played those gigs too, but that's why I've chosen to try to go another route, to try to have a little bit more control of the revenue streams, even though it's more risky when you're trying to do more ticketed events and things like that. But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go, and yeah, talk to you later.